Summit or nothing, and I'm doing a wild camp on Dartmoor, a solo wild camp. Yeah, me and Nathan were due to come out together this weekend, but he's had a busy week at work and he's working today, so he's giving it a miss. But for me, it's been a while, so I want to get out again, pack the nature hike. I want to go out and have another camp. So I've come out to Willsworthy, parked at Lane End Car Park, and I'm heading up to do a camp at Ger Tor. Never done a solo camp before, so this could be interesting. Could be scary. Could be boring. It's a lot colder today. Wrapped right up, got my gloves on. And I haven't been out again for ages. I noticed my lack of coast walks. Busy, I don't know what's going on. This first climb, it's getting me there. Slog. Ger Tor. Whew. Good view around. You see Hare Tor. Widgery Cross over there, and whether that's Great Links, the other side of it. Oh no, that's Great Links up there. Looks like a battleship on the horizon. I can't remember what that one is. We've done it though. That was a good walk over that area. And down this side, this is the Mary Tavy. We've walked all around up there, and I take it that over there is Hare Tor. Coming on the feet! On my own. The big tor you can see over there is Hare Tor. It's a beauty of a tor. Looking at the map, it's about a kilometre and a half away. If I had more time, because it is late in the day, sun's setting, I should really just think about setting up camp. I don't want to get over there in the dark, not be able to see what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to look around here, just find somewhere to camp. It's more about camping today than the hiking. Oh, what's this? I can sleep in here. Nah. I've tried to come out this side, protected from that wind, but there's not very good terrain around here. The best spot I found was the most exposed spot as well. I suppose it'd be a good test for the nature hike. This is the best spot here. But it's right in this sort of channel. The wind's just whipping right through there. But it's good ground. Don't know. I'm taking a trip over to Hare Tor. I can't find nowhere to camp here. I've had a look with my eyes, and there does seem to be sort of a level plain this side of the mound. Fingers crossed it's out the wind. That's, I could be wasting my time here. See, it's a big old tour. Must be halfway there. A lot of climbing in a minute. That doesn't look a very nice cloud up there. Could lash it down. Not before I've set up my tent, please. Well, I feel like I'm back to square one, fitness-wise. Hard work. There's absolutely no wind here whatsoever now. Nowhere to camp either, but I keep going. I keep looking. Certainly beautiful up here. Absolutely beautiful. And the weather isn't too bad. This morning it was chucking it down. It's hailing this morning. I was sat eating a sausage sandwich looking out at it hailing, thinking, what the f am I doing? It's harder to motivate yourself when you're on your own as well. It is me. But especially for the wild camps. I could have done several in the time that I've sort of been waiting for me and Nath to liaise. Fingers crossed to do this one. I might still bottle it yet. I'm a bit of a wimp. But we're almost at the top of Hare Tor. Let's go and have a look up there. Back into the wind now. It's biting as well. Still haven't passed anywhere ideal to camp. This spot's not bad, but still a bit windy here, and we're on a bit of a slope. We are now up. Look at us how up we are. This is the summit of Hare Tor. It deserves one. Summit or nothing! Let's see if we can get this tent set up. Enough's enough. Here it is. It's the levelest spot I've found yet. I'm just going to do it right here. So, I don't know if you've ever seen the video I've done where I use this tent like a tarp. I don't use it, but I'll prove that you can put it up like that. I've done that again today. I put the outer up first, so now I've come on in the inside, start clipping it up. I've repositioned myself as well because the wind changed direction as I was setting up, so hopefully when I do it through the night, I need to keep the sides from touching. I'll put the right guide ropes up in a minute. Set up. The temperature has dropped already. It's going to be a cold night. I don't know what I've let myself in for. Well, I'm in. My Vango winter sleeping bags come out. It is absolutely giant. Lee from Burton Outdoors said when I was trying to roll my sleeping bag up once on a video, he said, just shove it in your bag. A sack. but I tried shoving it in my rucksack here. You can't get the compression, so I used the bag just to get that compression, and then you compact it really tight, and then it just about wedges down in the bottom of my bag. Look what else I got. Inflatable mat that I got. Naturehike catalogue boy I am. But because it's just an air mat, and because it is so cold at the moment, I've still got the Thermarest underneath, an extra layer trying to insulate, because it's just air, it's not insulated. It's likely to sort of draw the heat out of you. So I'm going to test that out tonight. The sun's setting out there. Temperature's dropping rapidly. I can't feel my fingies. So, wild camping on Hare Tor, not Ger Tor. There's Ger Tor. There's Hare Tor. We're just on the edge of it, on the cusp. On the cusp. It's Hare Tor. Over there. I'll spare a thought for Nath as I'm freezing me bollocks off in a windy old tent, flapping about. He's at home, feet up on the sofa, probably got his fire on, watching his flat screen TV. That's right, I've downloaded films on Netflix from my phone. And I've got a Dartmoor legend, no one to moan about it. It's to you, Nath. Bugger. No, he's a busy boy. He's alright. So I've got a boil in a bag tonight for tea. But I've made my own pudding. High energy flapjacks. Basically flapjacks with a lot of fruit in, a lot of nuts. Then a peanut butter topping and chocolate. Sounds nice, doesn't it? It's not as sickly. The trouble is I think I put too much peanut butter in. Oh, it's absolutely stunning up here. It's cold now, but a bright, lovely sunset. Makes you wonder what you're going to wake up to in the morning. Low-lying ground mist, I hope. Just have one more stroll around before the sun goes down. Oh, it's bitter up here. As soon as you wake up over the hill, I've actually found quite a good spot, I think, for camping. It's starting to get dark. It's just gone 6. It's those winter hours. What do you do for 14 hours in a tent? So clocks go back tonight, so I get an extra hour in the morning. Whether I want it or not is another matter. What am I here for?
A simple, joyous life was not what was left of
Have you seen this? It's snowing. I thought it was like a little bit of sleet. It's been sort of rattling on the sheet. It's proper snowing. Snowing. Yeah, I had no idea really. I was in there, in the tent. I got warm, I got my temperature up. I was just watching a film. I just opened the door just to have a look out, see. I thought it'd be misty or something. Never expected snow. It hasn't stopped, and it's settling up here. Hopefully it's not snowing down on the road and it's just up to a certain height. Don't fancy my chances getting out. But Nath's got a 4x4 now, so you might see him in this episode yet. Right, well it's 8:30. Got the jet boil on. Pasta bolognese today, wayfarers again. Boil in the bag. I want to start making my own foods to bring with me. A nice chilli or something. But for now, I've got a stockpile of these at the moment I'm trying to get through. It's important to get something hot inside you when you're camping. It's like central heating, isn't it? Wayfarers is central heating for hikers. I was all acclimatised to the cold now. Just my toes are a bit cold. But it isn't Everest, so I'm sure I won't be losing digits. Sounds like the snow stops now. Very light now anyway. The weather actually forecast rain in Oakhampton. so I'm sure it's just snow up on the top of the hill here. Nice to be here to see it. Well, I'm just about ready for bed. Before I go, I'd like to read for you a Dartmoor legend. This took place on the Mary Tavy. It was at Willsworthy Ford that a young, beautiful and rich woman would arrive from nearby Lidford, mounted on a magnificent horse. Here she would find her lover patiently waiting. He too was young, handsome, well-to-do, and he rode a big black stallion. The reason they met at this spot was to avoid prying eyes. The girl's father opposed their relationship. The young man would always wait on the moor side of the ford, and then as soon as he saw his love riding down from Lidford, he would cross the river and ride up and meet her. One evening, the young man, he sat by the river, waiting for his love, and the clouds rolled over black. A storm was brewing. Soon, heavy drops of rain started plummeting down to him, and then the clouds burst open, and he was awash in a heavy downpour. The storm seemed to last for eternity, but then as suddenly as it had started, it stopped. There was an eerie silence. He stood, listening. He could hear a rumble in the distance. As he turned and looked up the river, he saw a massive wave of water crashing down the River Tavy. The river filled up, and he fled up to the hillside and looked across. From there, he could see the girl, prancing up and down beside the river, looking for somewhere to cross. She saw her lover on the other side, but as she looked behind her, her father and the man that he wanted her to marry was coming down behind her. She panicked and tried to jump across the river. Plunging in, her lover looked on as she was swirled away in the brown, speeding currents and disappeared. Some years later, when a traveller came to Willsworthy Ford and found the river in full flood, he decided not to try crossing and instead travelled upstream looking for a better place to pass. All of a sudden, he saw a man sat astride a large black horse, leading a magnificent white horse behind him. The rider was dressed in the finest clothes. He soon realised that this man was not of this earth. He was an apparition. Desperately searching in the river, the traveller turned deathly cold and fled. But since that first ghostly sighting, it has become a common occurrence that on moonlit nights when the Tavy is in flood, the spectre of the lover can be seen searching the peaty depths for his sweetheart. Good night.
It's about 9:30 now, so not a bad time to try and nod off. Still seems to be snowing out there. Every now and again the wind picks right up. Anyway, see what it's like in the morning. Unless there's anything to report through the night. Fingers crossed there's not. Good night.
It's midnight. I have dozed. You could see the moon was bright. My tent was lit up, so I thought I'd come out and have a look. It's a lot warmer in there than it is out here. Let's get back in. What I did remember is that I bought rum, so I might just have a night camp.
It's quite comfortable actually, the Naturehike mattress. It's a lot more comfy than the Thermarest. That f***ing thing. Or you wake up really stiff on that. Right, I really will get to sleep now. Right, over and out. Well, there you go. The Naturehike stayed up again. It wasn't too windy, but it's like this most of the night. Every now and again there'll be a big gust. Very, very cold. Temperatures completely dropped away. Winter is kicking in early this year, but good. Been an adventure. Well, I could go and have a wee. I've been hanging on to it since like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wait for that to boil. Sun's coming up. There's no low lying cloud. And the snow has sort of melted a bit, but it's clear. That always helps. Let's pack everything up in a minute, try and get it all back in my bag. So I'm going for my coffee chocolate Galaxy, posh chocolate, and Nescafe Azera, posh coffee.
And I got my flapjack. I've got a video to put up where I make these, but I melted Galaxy chocolate on them first. Doesn't work. I ended up having to go and buy cooking chocolate. That was good. If I do say so myself. That'll give me some energy to walk back. It's a good way to get your core temperature up. It's got more room in here. I remember doing this in my banshee with a nightmare. Rolling, it's the easy way. Get it into the sack. Look at it. Thick. Not me, sleeping bag. You will go. Buck up. See, it unravels on the inside as well. Just get it in. Done it. Ish. Now I'm warm. So that's got space at the bottom of my rucksack. Got to wedge it in there, so I've got to compress it yet. Shoving it just doesn't work. Every time I've shoved it, it ends up like 3/4 of the way through my rucksack. There you go, that was a bit of a ball ache this morning. The wind picked up. Whew. My fingers now numb as hell. Well, there you go, homeward. It was all uphill yesterday. It's all downhill this morning. So yeah, I've made a bit of an error taking that tent down then. I should have took it all down before I unpegged it all. And the wind just picked it up and blew it. I did hear a tear, so I'm gonna have to have a look at that at some point when I get home. So there you go, that's how not to take a tent down in the wind. It's not my morning. I might have ripped my tent. The camcorder's just fell off. The tripod tipped over when I was doing a shot, and now the camcorder won't shut properly. Knew I should have stayed in bed. Oh, well there you go, YouTube. That was another winter wild camp. Snowed and everything. How exciting. So, Dartmoor solo camp this week. Thank you for joining me. At least you lot kept me company. Sure, Nath will be back shortly to spend more time with us. Sitting in a little tart, whining. Spend a night up in the snow, mate, up above altitudes, where the rain turns to snow, mate. Then have a moan. Didn't hear me moaning, just got on with it. Plugged away, done it. Anyway, only winding you up, Nath. Thank you ever so much for watching, everyone. There'll be something coming up soon, I'm sure. Don't forget there's a competition going at the moment to win the Naturehike tent that I've just spent a night in. It's a good tent, as long as you take it down correctly. Unless you're watching this after November the 30th, then it won't be on there. So in the meantime, don't forget to like, comment. If you haven't already, subscribe. We'll see you soon. Arrivederci.